almost just as creepy.
It is. But it's like the different kind of creepy. This is.
No, I like it though.
I appreciate it.
I like Monyet owning
He's been
it.
watching. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no. Monyet's been very relaxed. I mean, again, while he's on a new team, he's been playing on this stage, with different setups, but all throughout VCT Pacific, it is the same arena, just with a different skin here. It's the end of year 2023 skin here for the Sangam Coliseum.
That's right.
A little bit of cyberpunk, a little bit of sci-fi going on.
We got the sticks and skin set this time. I really like this one. Like the white outlines around the players' booths.
Yeah.
I really like the way it flashes on the intro.
Exactly.
The music.
The intro is very good.
Oh, the intro is so good.
Yeah, I love it.
There's Korean esports, man. Intros going back to the old days, dude. So good.
Yeah, I mean,
always gets me so hyped.
That's something that the overall scene has been working on for so long, trying to build on it, and now we see, all sorts of organizations all around the world really, embodying that and understanding. We want to build this out. We want to build this story. We want to build the tone. Obviously, just recently, both at VCT Champions, Game Changers Champions, and then for Riot Games, even at the League of Legends Worlds. Insane stories being brought to light here, and you love to see it. But the story right now between these two teams is, can PRX, stay afloat? I mean, they're being pushed once again, full sense. They're showing that when it comes to Haven, they are here to take down some of the best here in Pacific.
And you start to kind of worry a little bit, maybe, about the defender side of the coin for PRX with this Reyna comp. It always seems like that's a real big question mark. Like, yes, sometimes Jing is nuts, no matter what. But other times, like, the Reyna can't really seem to find the space and the value. It depends. Like, isolated Reynas are either amazing or not, and there's a lot of iffiness to it. Fast A hit, and I think Full Sense is well ready for it.
Yeah, can they get all the kills they need, though? They know they don't want to let the Reyna go away, but that's enough bait for Divide to get the op kill from the attacking side. Oftentimes, one of the more reliable operas for sure on this squad, but this time it's on the Sky. Trailblazer being sent out. So much value coming out from this initiator for PRX. Now, they've been slowed down, but the Shock Darts gets some value, but the Leer comes out, and now everyone on site for PRX. Mindfreak gets one kill, allows for the trade for Monyet as well, and it's all down to John Olsen. Only an operator in hand. Surely you don't go for this. He wants to find at least one kill. If he can find one, maybe he can isolate the other 1v1s.
Why not?
Just crouching by, just trying to check one at a time. Oh, tries to go for an aggressive check with the tailwind, but Divide does not miss that chance.
No, that's a good staggering of utility, and both teams kind of anticipating each other's pressure. And Divide with that operator, like you say, and he does pick it up from time to time, and he's pretty clean with it. And that really was able to stop the advance of Full Sense here and give PRX that man advantage. Push onto the site, and the Leer over the top, really, really good to set up the push onto Fox on the back. That pretty much was round over at that point for PRX. So, yeah, I will say, you want to duel with PRX. Good luck.
Oh, and John Olsen, he just walks all the way through on that flash, anti-flash away from the enemy as well, but he's not able to get his vision back in time to find two members on opposite sides of his screen. And PRX, they gain control of A-Long and Sewers once again. No big ultimates to use from this location, but they've already put down the pressure and forced Full Sense out. They just say, you know what, we don't have everyone here to gather up for backup. If it comes to it, we'll just have to go for the retake, and retake it will be, because we do see PRX just going for the spike plant.
Yeah, this is John Olsen trying to double down on, maybe PRX won't expect me doing the same thing again in the same round. Doesn't work out. That happens from time to time. And again, if you're going to brawl with PRX, it's not easy. A lot of teams try and a lot fail.
Yeah, and Sushi Boy is only a judge in hand. Was hoping they would come towards that garage area. Paranoia coming down. They're able to clear under, and Leviathan as well wins the fight through the one-way. PRX, they didn't bargain for this. The pop flash isn't enough. It doesn't connect as it hits right at the edge of the smoke. It's just going to be the run and gun, but the defuse is stuck. PTC will clean things up, and we are tied 6-6 at the half.
Didn't exactly see what happened on the point of attack there, but Full Sense just dissecting the PRX players in a heartbeat. The swing out towards the link, A-Link, just gets shut down. So
yeah.
PRX just kind of falling apart in a heartbeat there. Just snap your fingers and out they go.
Good retake.
Yeah,
I mean,
really
we had
good
the
retake.
breach up in heaven as well, so hopefully we'll get some different viewpoint. Yeah, so you saw the fault line there. The Paranoia had already hit under an L. And you get the drop with the Judge. I mean, it's just cherry on top that Leviathan's able to win against that swing out around the one-way.
PTC doing a good job covering long A. I mean, that's a really clean retake. Really nice for Full Sense.
Well, 6-6. PRX fans shaking in their boots right now. I mean, granted, it is one of their weakest maps, and it is clearly a map that Full Sense has come very well prepared here for the AVL. But Coach Alex trying to give them a little piece of his mind in terms of how to prep for this defense. We always talk about it's generally tougher on the defense with that Reyna.
Yes, generally. Not always.
Unless you're Jing.
Unless you're Jing. And again, the only concern I always have with a Reyna player is a lot of times, especially on Haven, you're going to be left on your own. It's like guard B or something like that. That can get really, really tricky and can be punished pretty easily. Or sometimes you see the complete opposite where you just lock it down and nobody can break you because you're getting that first kill and dismissing and devouring, and there's not much the other team can do about it. So really curious. But Zelen, you know, credit where credit's due, has done a great job preparing Full Sense for Haven for this tournament. They've looked really engaged. You know, it's a map that you're going to expect is going to come through in almost every draft because it's almost never banned by just about anybody in the Pacific region. So absolutely a good choice. And yeah, we have teams outside of Pacific, but none of them ban it either. So this is looking really, really good for Full Sense. I mean, clean. PTC having a good one. John Olsen, some ups and downs, but mostly up. I'd say those operators were pretty good.
Yeah, he's looking to bring that up a bit higher right now with the flashpoint set up to counter this push out from mid, but Jing gets the first kill, draws out so much aggro, and sets up for a trade for Monyet. Jing with another on the board as well. It's just a bloodbath in mid. 1v3 for Leviathan, but only a classic in his hand. The Trailblazer hunting him down. It's now a horror game as he just has to run for his life.
Oh, it's tough. Paranoia, nope, not gonna matter. Jing able to find his third of the round. Well, that's an APAC classic. Just run it down B mid, just guns blazing, so you can outduel the other.
Yeah, I mean everyone just typed 1v1 B mid, and everyone answered the call. But both teams very well aware that this was a possibility, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see the instant commitment to the flashpoint coming out from Full Sense. And then PRX, a couple of their members are able to anti-flash it so that they're able to continue with the trades. And Jing kicking off the second half on a positive note. Now we do see a force buy coming in from Full Sense without even the spike plan.
A couple Spectres in there too even. So a lot going to be coming through. Really precarious position they're going to put themselves in. Something with just a Sheriff as well. See if they can punish it. Paranoia keeps him in place. Damage done, but no kills found.
Yeah, but do they know that all of them have bought up weapons right now? Fox, even with an upgraded Sheriff, watching for that C-Long. The dash in from John Olsen. He's trying to open things up, and the guiding light is just a distraction from his own teammate as we just see everyone falling down on both sides, but Devi is able to try to hold on to the site. Leviathan trying to make a way out, but the spike has been stranded. They can't pick it up just yet. Monyet still has information, and the dash out from John Olsen creates the aggro, the opening for Full Sense to come back, tie things up.
You can see that things a little bit off with PRX having to switch comps ever so slightly. Does cause a hesitation from Mindfreak in terms of whose guiding light is that? Is that mine? Is that?
I mean, it faked me out for a second too.
Yeah, he was. I was tracking it with him, man. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. He's expecting, it's a flash to try to help him. Devi at least trying to make up for it with the double kill. Then Jing not ready for Leviathan. Wow, even the wall bang onto something there. And yeah, the force buy does pay off for Full Sense. So a Marshall for something, a Stinger for Devi, Sheriffs otherwise for PRX, and they can definitely get this done. A few rifles going to be upgraded for Sushi Boys and Fox. The old Talon members come through and try to clean out turret. I think he got it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, turret's been taken down, and Full Sense, they got the free ult door over by the seaside as well, and with that, no pings on the back of site with the recon, so they assume they must have pushed out from some way. They already cleared out mid under window. Now clearing out main with that drone, and it's a body shot on John Olsen. Keeps it pretty weak, no heals available. So something he just wants to get this finishing kill. There's the guiding light and the Lear combo, but it's a bit too early as they also get counter flash with the flash point and Full Sense able to hold strong in A lobby.
Well, Full Sense. Now thinking about the other side of the map, still afraid of that Marshall, but already on his horse is something to the other side. Still Mind Freak in the garage area lurking.
Sushi Boys has to make sure that he stays alive here for the entry.
Oh,
John
no.
Olsen, just going for the check. No chances taken. Well, that being the Spectre, not a clear idea of where it might have come from.
Uh-oh.
And Jing, okay, he's got the overheal. He's got a Vandal.
But I was just thinking, I'm like, well, you gave Jing a Vandal.
We've seen it before, but there's a lot of distance he needs to cover this time, so I think it's more a question of how much damage can you do, and do you even expect PTC to be holding this side of the angle in mid? Not at, oh no.
Oh, he wants it.
Oh, PTC, he wants it. Oh, he wants it so bad, but the angle is starting to get a little bit disadvantageous there. Wants to secure the round win.
Out of charges.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was hoping for the knife. I was definitely, I was rooting for the knife. Who am I kidding? Absolutely. But yeah, no, just really good stuff here. You know, like you said, the Lear flash combo, the Lear guiding light combo, too early, and it seems like Full Sense is just extra, moments of caution or hesitation, intentionally or not, are really benefiting them in moments like that. I mean, you have to be that way against PRX. Like it's always going to be in the back of your mind that they're just going to want to, just square up and fight you with a flurry of blows if possible.
No, here's the paranoia coming down from above, but they can't get through the smoke right now. Everyone flashed up, but Sushi Boys regains vision and catches right the end. Devi hiding out in sewers. Now it's a 2v2 Jing. Not able to come out of that dismiss.
Spike planted.
And something holding on to an operator. No armor either.
Oh, this is not easy.
He can find one. Surely he goes for the try. You heard it, Sushi Boys. He has an inkling that this is coming up with a Vandal. PRX, do they want the round win? No, they have to value this operator. They finally scraped up enough credits to purchase it. And something will dash out. No one from Full Sense interested on that rabbit chase as they will slowly exit the site.
Yeah, that was that coordinated assault there from Full Sense with the Omen ult to hell. So really nicely done there. And that, even though it initially went kind of weird, they were able to get enough of the trades going outside of the sewers area. Devi with just a Spectre, somehow able to find two despite that lower gun. But still, that's going to be a big one, and PRX has to use their second timeout. It's getting a little bit desperate now, as since that force buy, it's been all Full Sense.
Full Sense, yeah, that force buy really paying dividends right now in terms of giving them overall control here in the second half. Sushi Boys with a nice cleanup kill, leading all the way to the spike plant as well. The second timeout, as you called it, coming out from Coach Alex. Only down 2 rounds, so still plenty of room to catch up, but we do see Full Sense getting close, and here we go. This is the Alex we're used to seeing. No smiles. Ready for those chops, ready for those death slams.
He's at least, blocking it right now with his other hand. He's keeping the desk safe. He's starting to...
It almost feels like he's fast-forwarding. He's just
yeah,
blurting out a full rap here.
He's dialed in today. He's got a new hair color, too. I'm digging the dark hair.
Yep. He's been going for a little bit of that tone change.
I like it.
All right, he's said his monologue. It's time for the players to let it sink in. The timeout wraps up. Waiting for round 17 in the second half of Haven. Full Sense leading 9-7.
All right, Devi with Seekers, Jing, the Empress, I guess. It's sometimes impactful, but one of the least impactful ults in the games, let's just be honest. So definitely the Seekers, though, could be value. Still able to, like you alluded to at the end of the round, keep the operator in hand, force something. So at the very least, you've got that going for you. But Look at how fast PRX is rotating to this. They're not going to hesitate, neither is Full Sense.
Yeah, in Full Sense, they will have to clear every single nook and cranny, and it's going to be Monyet with a nice shadow step, completely bamboozles John Olsen. Meanwhile, Jing, a twist of fate between him and Sushi Boys, neither of them spotting each other, but he surely cannot be ready for this one. Sushi Boys holding the close angle on window, makes the call that means A site has to be open. He's going to dart ahead to make sure he can clear it and secure space. Something already on the hunt. As you mentioned, Seekers online. Here we go. It comes out. Just trying to confirm that there are the main forces here on the A site. The operator can't find an angle. He's trying to hide away, and the short, he gets the kill from Something. Trying to stay alive with the Vandal. Oh, and the chaining here from PRX. But it's not over just yet, Fox. Just a couple bullets and a dream. He gets another kill, but the half was already done, and the defuse will be. Oh man, it could have been different, but the round will go PRX's way.
I mean, I know the defuse happened, but that was still sick. That was still absolutely filthy. Goodness. Oh my God. What a round. I like the pivot from Full Sense, but what do you do against Something? Sometimes he just, I mean, you know it's coming and you still can't stop it sometimes. Like,
yeah. I mean, Sushi Boys seem to be very well aware of the possibility here. He wanted to tuck in and wanted to turn around to prep for the drop, but it's shorty, not enough distance between him and his opponent. And now Full Sense, they choose to slow things down again. After the timeout, they wanted to speed things up, and they had the right read. It was a fast push out of A. Oh, on target there for Fox. Both of them actually losing quite a bit of health, but Something just a bit lower, has to call for the heal coming out from Divide.
All right, Rolling Thunder or the post plan, as well as potentially Hunter's Fury. So for Full Sense, it's kind of like, can we just get this plant down? And PRX is not interested in letting that happen if possible. They are thoroughly up in their faces.
Yeah, we're down to a minute on the clock, and while Full Sense they're scared of PRX's push out, PRX has absolutely minimized this map of Haven down to just pretty much the B site. Alarmbot still alive in garage. 3 members in A lobby.
Take flight.
Still have Monyet jump peeking C long as well.
I feel like the opportunity here for PRX to combine their utility. There it is, Flash with the Rolling Thunder just to buy them the space to try to get this round plant, get the plant down.
Yeah, the Leer, it buys enough time for Jing to escape. They're not quite sure where everyone else went, and only 30 seconds on the clock, and here we go, Empress online. The dismisses are trying to draw aggro and time. Not going to go for a second, but during all this, Full Sense, they know they need a backup plan. Sushi Boys in garage, Alarmbot will pop off. That gives the signal over from Mindfreak to try to rotate, but he hasn't emptied the site just yet, and Full Sense has no clue. Mindfreak can't find the kill. The spike, it's going down as Full Sense are pushing out. Knife in hand, not the timing for that one. Something against 3 members of Full Sense. Lockdown available if Sushi Boys wants to guarantee the round.
A really good chance, just can't quite see the angle. Back to sight, doesn't even matter. Leviathan holding, takes him down, and I mean, Full Sense is really kind of dealing with the PRX aggression and their style very, very nicely here. You know, don't overcommit onto this full stack. Use the Owl Drone to check. The Empress gets the kill, but they're ready for the repeak. I mean, Jing gets a little greedy there. He sees a couple players off of that vision from the Empress and is like, oh, I'm going to go for the big one. And it is completely prepared for mentally by Full Sense. And they're able to pivot right over there. And Mindfreak trying to track John Olsen through the air, not going to work, and clear out of smoke. There's a player lurking from PRX, dealt with, and things slow up on the start once again. You can see that Full Sense is very just like, okay, what are they going to try now?
Yeah, and I like this Alarmbot adjustment coming out from Sushi Boys as well. Checking for the C main push, and he gets a read on it, and all that early push out from Something. Now back down the drain, has to back off or at least reset, spend at least another 15-20 seconds to make sure he plants the doubt over in Full Sense's side. With that push, the early smoke from Monyet had Full Sense confused, so they will commit the drone for extra information. And I just look at this step by step from both sides. PRX, they get the information, but they don't have any ultimates here for the retake. It's really just Divide trying to hold the fort. Backup is now here, so he will protect the site.
Really just looking for that breach utility as PRX. That's really what you want to see before you overcommit to a defense. But you can see PRX already wants to push space. They want to punish any movement, any sense of weakness in full sense, and Devi's reading it incredibly
30
well.
seconds left.
Yeah, now we see already back up here. Paranoia buys enough time. Only 25 seconds on the clock. And you mentioned Devi on the minimap. He might be able to get huge value. Does he let this one go? He's just going to wait. He goes for one kill. That draws out the aggro. He's not sure where they're coming from. Finds the rest on B, but that means something is ready here. Drops to the ground before he can find a kill. Over and under, but they don't spot him through the cloudburst. He's able to get 1 and 2 to shut things down. Triple to round out the 19th round in the second half of Haven. PRX climbing up to 9 points.
What beautiful movement from something there to get just enough behind full sense that they're not ready for that position. Yeah, this is just great stuff from Devi. I mean, as soon as they kind of feel like they're pulling away from A, Devi is just going right through sewers, right to spawn, and then into that window. And yeah, he only gets 1, but it kind of alerts PRX to the presence of full sense, and it sends full sense into panic right into the welcoming open arms of something with that blade storm.
Here we go, a full-on push-up, a full sense. They've seen this before from PRX. They're ready for it from all angles, and it's at the cost of something's jet going down. Now, in that past round, full sense also used their lockdown, so that no longer available, but the Hunter's Fury is still in the bank for Fox.
Mind Freak trying to play off contact a little bit here. The drone, though, spot out his turret. Sushi Boys just cleans him up.
Yeah, but John Olsen tries to go all the way to the back as well, and that is just good coordination from full sense. As you mentioned, you not only get the kill from short, but at the very least you're drawing aggro away. John Olsen doesn't miss a beat, works off of the flashpoint, and that's the site taken over. PRX, I mean, they're not in any position to do any damage. Looks like they're already going for a save.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of one of those positions where you're hoping that it's a solo checking that angle as Mind Freak. But because it's a drone backed up by another player, they're able to punish that turret position. And then John Olsen is just right, like you said, right there, getting it done. So this is really, really good coordination from full sense.
Well, that should bring them up to 11 points, only 2 steps away from leading this match 1-0 against the reigning VCT Pacific champions, and of course the runners-up of VCT Champions 2023. And we do have still quite a few creds on the other members of PRX, so they'll be able to still go for another bye, but the question is what else can they do? I mean, with the composition they have to keep pushing out, and it just hasn't found that much success.
Yep, and full sense is well aware of the weaknesses of this composition and haven't faltered too many times on their attacker's side. I mean, other than the pistol and a couple other rounds, it's been really, really good stuff that full sense is putting together. Good reads for the most part. Let's see what they want to do this time around. This time around, they're kind of waiting again for a push out. Jing. So the Lear out middle, something has to back off with some of that pressure, but this is all kind of fake pressure towards A, and it's caused the rotations of PRX over to the A site. Can full sense get some kind of value out of this overcommitment of that early utility? I like what full sense is